now we're going to do an activity called Ping. There's a whole story behind that, but it involves rapper names and dog breeds. Yeah, you can ask me about that later if you're interested. But here you go. Here's the riddle for you. Drop it in your lap. So what is the most popular question that is actually the least effective at getting the answer it wants? What was that? How are you? How are you? Great. See, it's an interesting thing. So I don't know what it is about as we walk around the world, we're moving around, we see people, you might run into someone you know, meet a stranger even. There's, I just have this visceral feeling like I need to ask, how are you? Even though I have no time to actually get an answer to that question. I need to ask, how are you? Even though you've already been asked that 10 or 15 times in this day, and you haven't actually answered to say how you're actually doing. So the goal of this activity, what we're going to be doing is trying to actually generate a new question that we can ask whenever we encounter people, whether that's at work or on the road, and we run into someone that we've met before, have a little time to catch up with them. We're going to try to replace how are you with something new. You're going to go in and find 2 questions that really stick out to you, questions that you really like, questions that you think are awesome and great and wonderful. So, you guys have your 2 questions now. What we're going to do next is we're actually going to form committees. Okay, so you guys are all members of the National Question Society of Excellence. Okay, you've now become experts. So you guys pick these 2 questions, and I know because of your expertise, you know these are some really solid questions. These aren't just, whatever questions. These are some top-notch stuff. So you're going to just find 2 other people to join your committee, and then you're actually going to need to hold a vote. You're trying to figure out amongst yourselves. That could be, standard vote. You guys are going to decide how you decide. But out of the 6 questions you're going to have between the 3 of you, you need to pick one that you determine out of those 6 is an excellent, awesome question, and that you're going to submit to your board members to replace how are you. The best questions in life, you can't just leave them unanswered. So after you decide what that question is, actually take the time to answer it amongst all of you and have a little conversation about it. Everybody ready? Go ahead.
Okay, committee. What are people usually surprised to find out about you?
I think we're feeling some energy toward that one. Last and first.
Carolyn, I think I saw you last night.
How I'm growing, in what direction I'm growing in relation to a much bigger world.
Right. I also it strikes me as very positive. Like it's not like what is life challenging you with.
The one that comes to mind lately is I have 3 kids on 3.
Wow.
But they do that. It's a surprising reaction.
Yeah.
I'm curious, what was your question? You guys were maybe still picking, but what was the question that you settled on?
What is one thing life is teaching you right now? What is one thing life is teaching you right now?
What is one thing that people are surprised to know about you?
What is one thing that people are surprised to know